and we'll see how this game shakes out. I'm sure Zareki is itching to get his run going this game. He was just a turn off from running it last game. I'm sure. He was showing all the signs of going for it had Pentix not gone for it. So we have Pentix now in the first seat. No blizzards, no fog, but we do have stable portals. Pentix, seeing that he doesn't have an easy turn 1 bonus based off of his spawn, we do see some alliances go up, and some hearts and thumbs up come back in return. Pentix spending a lot of time thinking about which bonus he wants to stake claim to, since it does not appear as though he will be able to take a bonus on turn 1. Looks like he's going to claim the West Africa bonus after taking a quick and easy card in North Africa. Next we have Destro once again in the second seat. Destro also decides not to take a turn 1 bonus. Looks like he's staking claim to a +6 in the middle of the board there. Samson is in the third chair. He also does not have an easy or obvious turn 1 bonus. I think his best bet is probably the East Africa bonus, though he could also make a run for the Asia Minor bonus if he was so inclined. I think the East Africa bonus is the bonus that he could best get, though. He can portal down from Saudi Arabia or Yemen and Oman there. Portal down to South Africa, take Madagascar, and then but it's not 100% for any of those. It looks like he wants Southern Africa instead. We probably will see the 7 portal down to South Africa. No, we actually don't. Interesting. Okay, so very slow and passive play from the players here. No one is eager or desperate to go for a bonus turn 1. But Zareki, even though he's not eager or desperate, he does end up with a turn 1 bonus nonetheless. And it looks like he's going to roll out at least one of his Asia Minor positions as he roll out his Turkey position. And then he's probably going to fortify the 4 out of West Africa so that Pentix can go ahead and grab that on his turn. Goes ahead and takes the France portal, and then indeed does fortify out of Pentix's bonus. Pentix not really set up to go for that 2 of Samson's that's also in his bonus. Going to have to go for a non-100% roll. Gets perfect dice anyway. Looks like Pentix is going to grab a +3 on turn 2. So this makes Destro and Samson now the have-nots. But I think Destro is going for the patient game. Looks like he's going to attempt to grab a +6 on turn 2. We'll see if he gets it. Looks like he will take it, so the next mystery is just whether or not Destro will end up holding this bonus, since he did take the largest bonus that's been taken to this point. Now, Samson finds himself as the only player without a bonus. He can finish the Southern Africa bonus that he started working on, or he could pivot to maybe the +4 Horn of Africa, though that might be a little bit expensive for him to pivot to at the moment. Looks like he is going to portal down to Southern Africa and remain content with his +3. Feeling lucky, rolls a 3v1, gets it. All right, let's oh, excuse me. I need to get more sleep at night. Let's take a peek at the bonuses on the Africa Advanced map. We don't have any +2s, but we do have 5 +3s. We have West Africa, occupied by Pentix, Southern Africa, occupied by Samson, East Africa, occupied by Zaraki. Then the other 2 +3s are Europe and Asia Minor, currently unclaimed. Then you have 1 +4, which is the Horn of Africa. Then you have 3 +6s, one of which is the Central Africa +6, currently occupied by Didestro. And then you have the Sahara +6 and the North Africa +6. So that is a quick peek at the bonuses on the Africa Advanced map. So Zaraki might be thinking about grabbing a second bonus here, but the Europe bonus has way too many territories and honestly a lot of material in it for it to make sense to go for that +3. So Zaraki just takes a quick and easy card in Egypt and passes the dice. Pentix is up. Pentix could potentially be lining up the Horn of Africa there. No, decides to break Didestro's +6. Didestro was just about ready to hold it. Looks like he's gonna. Looks like the board wants to keep Didestro off of that +6, at least for now. So Didestro is gonna retake. Does he break? He does. He decides to break Pentix in retaliation. So already we have the beginnings of a Pentix Didestro war on the African plains here. Samson is up, contentedly sitting on his +3. Also happens to be the troop lead at the moment. So Samson could be thinking about going for the Horn here, or maybe for Asia Minor. But what we'll most likely see from Samson is just a nice and friendly card take. Card take and pass here is kind of what I'm expecting to see. But no, it looks like he is going to also break Didestro. So Didestro not able to catch a break here. Doesn't appear as though any of the other players are interested in allowing Didestro to hold a +6. Zaraki does not have to worry about Didestro's bonus this turn. He is likely also just gonna, or he is, I shouldn't say likely. He's almost guaranteed to just take a quick and easy card this turn. Yep, grabs his card in Morocco, fortifies onto the France portal. Just a troop though. Wants to leave 2 in Morocco. Zaraki does not have a trade on 3. Pentix is up. Probably not too happy about having been broken, but I'm sure he understands why he was broken. Just simply retakes. Didestro retakes his +6. Does he decide to break Samson? Looks like the answer is no. So he broke Pentix in retaliation, but not Samson. So that's interesting. He is now guarding all of his borders with at least a 3. Does Samson decide to escalate, or is it now Zaraki's turn to break Didestro's bonus? Or Is the board content with how long they've delayed Destro in taking or in collecting his +6 bonus? Only time will tell. Speaking of time, Samson has about used half of his. Grabs a card in the horn. Looks like that's all he wants. Fortifies a few troops off of his portal and into the horn there. Zareki on 7. It is Zareki's turn to break Destro, as the other two players already have. Or it might be that the players are satisfied with having delayed Destro for 2 turns now. Ultimately, it is up for Zareki to decide. I don't think we see Pentix break Destro again. Zareki slowly and carefully weighing his options. Looks like he is not going to break. No, still has 3 troops to place. Yeah, so no break on Destro from Zareki. Fortifies 1 troop over to the Sahara. Zareki with no set on 4. Not what you want to see when you go last. Pentix sets on 4 for 10. Probably won't be seeing any runs just yet. But just so everyone watching is aware, a run on the Africa Advanced map means 35 of the 50 territories are taken. That gets you the W in a 70% game on this map. So that is all but 15 of the 50 territories is all you need to advance into the semifinal round off of game 2 here. All right, Pentix has a big 20 stack over in Asia Minor. Does he use it now? He was the first to run it last game, but didn't run it so deeply that that it reset. No, it doesn't look like he's ready to run it just yet. And Destro finally gets to grab his +6. I'm sure he was getting a smidge frustrated there. And gets a card off of his 3 troops over in the Horn of Africa. So if anyone takes the Horn this turn, or this game, it will be Samson. It looks like he does want it, unless he just wanted to hit a Destro 2. Yeah, Samson decides to go for the +7. So the Horn is worth 4, but he's already sitting on 3. We'll see how the board feels about this. Since Zareki broke neither, since Zareki did not break the Destro, it might be up to him to keep Samson off of the +7 there. But at the same time, the one bonus that Zareki has is bordered by both of Samson's bonuses. So it may not be in Zareki's best interest to break him. So I think that's a good move from Samson to take the initiative there and force one of his opponents to decide to break him or not. Grim in the chat, if I'm Destro, absolutely wrecking white this turn to my own detriment. Oh, it looks like Pentix is going to attempt the run. He's going to roll a 10 stack of Samsons. He still has time to rethink it. Yeah, it looks like he has decided that he doesn't have it, does not want to go for it. Samson very pleased with that decision, I'm sure. Actually, that probably wasn't a run. That's probably Pentix saying, "Hey, if you're on 7 and Adestro's on 6, I should also be on 6." I think that actually is more reasonable explanation as to what that move was from Pentix. Destro trades in. Grabs a card, fortifies over to his portal. Samson able to hold a +11. So Destro got a lot of grief for a +6. Samson catching no grief for his +7. Patience of a Saint. Zerky might have this soon, yeah. Samson going to trade in on 5 here. He was not on the best of card luck last game. So we'll see if the fixed deck here has smiled upon him. Probably not going to see a run from Samson, given that he's already used half his clock. Unfortunately, Samson has a 4 trade on 5. Definitely not what you want to see. The time that he spent there must have been him incredulously looking at his cards and thinking to himself, I can't believe I have a 4 trade. Meanwhile, Zerky, despite not having a 10 trade, gets the next best thing, has an 8 trade with a +2, which, you know, adds up to 10. Does Zerky go for the run? Last game, Pentix upset Zerky's run by being last in the turn order and running it right before Zerky did. Does Zerky return the favor this game? Yeah, how's it going, Banana Juice? Yeah, Gus did not make it to game 1. It does not appear as though Zerky's going for it. I would assume we would have already seen the fireworks start if he was. Yep, just grabs a card on Pentix, makes it a little bit more annoying for him to take his second +3, but not so annoying that that Zerky's going to have his 5 stack slammed or anything. So everyone but Zerky is now on +6 or better. So if Zerky does not run it soon, he will quickly be eclipsed by his opponents here in terms of troop generation. How's it going, Riedel? Earlier on, White broke Destro's bonus, and then grabbed a +7. Okay, we do see Destro slam a Pentix 3 for his card. He did have other options available to him, so that's an interesting choice there from Destro. GG's for Zerky, says Bart. Yeah, if Zeraki's gonna run it, he's gonna have to run it on this next turn, or he's gonna quickly be overtaken by the troop generation of his opponents. Zeraki is sitting on a trade on 3, but it is the horse trade. Does not appear as though Samson is ready to run the 70. Looks like he's just going to take a card. Dedestro says thanks. Presumably for opening the 18. Zareki trades in, is going to use that horse trade. It appears as though Zareki understands that it's now or never. And because it's a 4-player game, there is no danger of a reset should he fail it. So yeah, this is a run attempt. He's getting good dice so far on 38%. He needs 35 territories to win this game on 48. Still has a few options. On 58%. Gets excellent dice on a 4v3 there. Incredible. And finishes out the 70% run. Congratulations to Zareki for taking the W in Game 2, despite being the only player on +3. We'll see if we can get a post-game chat going for the players here. Or with the players here.